What's up, people? I forget to I forget to say what's up when I first come on here. So fucking, I'm used to getting on MeetMe and no one planning on no one watching this, but yeah, just hanging out. Fucking about to hop on Scout and see what's popping. See if it'll let me get on today. Crap. What's up? No, no, no. Appreciate. So I appreciate it. Overrated? Do I have Lacoste? Yeah. There's one. There's one in Easton, I think. Yeah, yeah. Lacoste is nice. It's kind of preppy. It's kind of like a tennis or golf kind of clothes. Yeah, that's the type of clothes I used to wear. Was Lacoste. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Nice, man. Yeah, some days fucking they tried to they try to put people on here to try to discredit me or make me look crazy by talking about me having ever done hard, but these people literally, I had no worry or no paranoia that I was spending too much money on hard or that I had a family or extra family or anything. And these people came out of nowhere after watching me buy all this stuff and fucking said, you got a whole family and you're out here spending all your money on drugs." Like, made a big deal that kept saying I had a family, kept saying I'm spending my money on drugs. I'm like, well, I don't got a family. And then they said, yeah, okay. And then they started talking to me the same way, but about like what I thought it was that they was making stuff up. And then after having laughed at them for a couple of weeks, been laughing, like busting out laughing at them, thinking that they was just making an absurd statement. They said, we're not laughing, we're being serious. And they'd all laugh back with me when I was laughing at them. But then a couple of weeks later, the shit changed, and they're like, we're not laughing, we're being serious. And I sat back in my bed like, what? In the fucking donation center bed. And didn't know what these people were talking about. So, and then when they told me that someone lied to me, by that time they'd made up that I did something sexual to my friends, and then switched from my friends and started lying and making stuff up about my friends' kids. So they had made something up about fucking 2 kids already. And then by the time they told me, I thought it was a fucking sick joke. Thought it was another joke or whatever. But these people are trying to sit here and act like they're trying to rely on like the lies that they tell society about crack cocaine and hard, that it like deranges you so bad and it like makes you crazy and makes you incredible. Like makes it so you didn't witness what you witnessed. It just makes life completely different. And I know for a fact I wasn't sitting around hearing voices out loud. Like it's like somebody having a conversation in the next row over from you, but then they have another cop come in and sit right in front of you with a fisherman's hat, an angler's vest, and a fucking fishing pole right in front of your face. I didn't just make this up. Didn't just see some holographic image floating in the air, and then he just set his fishing pole up against the fucking back wall or the wall that's behind the bed, and the fucking got down and got into the bed, sat down and got into the bed, and was talking to the phlebotomist, getting hooked up and everything. So it's like, I know it was very real people. And voices in your head, you don't hear actual noise, you don't hear actual volume. You hear tone, but you don't hear loud or whatever. You can hear emphasis, but it's weird. You don't hear audible voice, like someone turning a speaker on right next to you or something. Like, so these people would make like little comments about stuff I said throughout the day or throughout the week, because you was only allowed to donate one day, and you had to skip a day, and then you could donate the next day. So like twice a week, fucking, you had to skip a day, and then you had to wait another week to come back and do it. So say I donated on a Wednesday, I wasn't allowed to donate until the Friday, and then I wouldn't be allowed to donate again until the next Wednesday. So they would, like, if I said something between Friday and that next Wednesday, then they would be making it's like I remember having this conversation like word for word with them, but it made me bust out laughing, because it's like that's not how the conversation went or goes or whatever. But it was so crazy and so outrageous that it just made you burst out in laughter. It was such a stretch. Like, I've done stuff on the internet, but I didn't have anything to think about yet at that point. There was nothing I thought about. And then when they started getting more pushy that I slept with a teenager, the fucking last kid I thought about, or the first kid I thought about, was a 17-year-old, 18-year-old online one. What's up? I appreciate it. I'm about to start a match here. But yeah, these people are the ones that are the fucking they're the fucking streetwalkers. Like, I met them off the street, and they were all, well, most of them were doing needle drugs. Some of them were doing crack. but none of them ever acted weird or acted funny, and they're the ones that even got me started on the hard. I didn't just start this out of nowhere one day. Amber, I didn't like. Amber tried to get me to do it originally. I was like, why? She's like, why not? I'm like, okay. And fucking, uh, she's 10 years older than me too, and I fucking, uh, didn't like it until I started smoking with fucking Brittany Salmons, and then she actually gave me a real hit and fucking knocks your socks off. It's a rush, but yeah, those people would come up behind me like in the store, or come up, or would sit in like the opposite aisle on the other side, or like the aisle on the other side of the wall, the plasma donation center, and they would have a loud, audible conversation with them joking back and forth with the phlebotomist, hooking them up, and like using my conversations with the phlebotomist and or other donors that come in there or whatever. But they weren't real donors. They were just there to make stuff up about me, to start their brainwashing code. And now all they have to do is say like one word, and it pisses me off because I know where the joke came from, or where the word came from, or why they're talking funny on that, or whatever. But these dumb losers got me to fucking go crazy and lose my mind. Like, I know I'm not tripping. I know it's like this is too real to fucking be a coincidence. And everybody was saying that they're not real, they're fake, they're not really here. You're just seeing stuff, or you're just hearing stuff. And so I tried to believe it, and then they kept doing it, but they wouldn't let anyone know that they was real, or that they was really making stuff up or whatever. And so that's what made me fucking go crazy and fucking look out the window while I was already jerking off. I was hard on the couch already, the women, and then fucking seen something fly by out the window. I thought it was a kid and went inside myself. And they even saw me like put my dick back in my pants, put my hands on my hip, and be like, that's not it either. Or I knew I was right. And then they fucking, because they had cameras in my apartment saying I fucked Ashley Tallman and ravaged her for hours, and fucking on that same couch, and which was on July of my birthday, but fucking yeah. And then they saw it, and then like the same day or the next day when I was watching the news, they was using my conversations or whatever, or talking funny again, and they said, all right, well, I guess he was right. He can go back to doing what he was doing before, just to stay off the kitty menu. So they said I could go back to hanging out with women on the streets, and fucking knew that I didn't know that someone played me yet. Yeah, because they said stay out the kitty menu, and I didn't get it until I remembered it long later ago, like 2021 ish. But yeah, they'll have people come on here, try to sit here and act like I'm the one that's messed up or deranged or whatever, and these losers are sitting here coming back for more money, lying that I raped them or murdered them, or had any murder story to talk about, and like on some crazy shit, acting like I just speak about all of my Google searches all day. That's what I'm worth. Like, hey, I gotta restart this. But yeah, if you watch the last one, you'll see ever since I started this this fucking, well, I don't know what you want to call it, a short series or whatever, a series, then they can have people like not implying stuff anymore, not saying to this and to that, or anything like they'll come in and like make up stuff that only came from these people in 2018. Like I remember I was in my apartment when this came up. Yeah, hey, uh Adri, whatever her name is. I'm about to restart my stream, so give me a second to copy and paste this description and then it'll be up. All right, peace. But yeah, it'll do this shit where it doesn't even want me to get on, and then when I get on, I can't battle people, or if I busted these people out in another one of their lives, then fucking it'll make it so I can't battle the next person, or I can't talk to them anymore, or whatever. Just a whole bunch of stupid shit. See, he does that shit. I don't know why. All I know is I hate these people sitting here acting like I'm lying, and they're doing it right in front of everybody. They're doing how they started this right in front of everybody. It's like this is how they got the information into my head is by using the type of communication and the type of stuff that they're doing with the TV and all that. Was never a lie, was never wrong. Every TV lives is to try to brainwash me and deny it in front of other people. While these I didn't go looking for these people. They didn't come looking for me. They didn't leave any reports. I know that's a lie that they did. I know they didn't fucking come looking at me and accusing me of treating them nicely, or I treated them so different than what they expected. How they expected somebody to treat them. Like, nice lie, little girls. You dumb people.